Uh, so yesterday I went to my first Black Lives Matter meeting, and it was a good meeting. It was a real good turnout. They said it was the biggest turnout they ever had. But the thing I want to address, first of all, it was half and half. It was just as many white people as it was black people. We split up into groups and we was talking about things. And the question that was asked was, what have your people, your friends, said to you about you being in the Lives Matter movement? And the craziest thing to me was that the white people said that a lot of their friends have called them race traders. And the thing why I say that's crazy is because why do you have to be a race trader? Because you want to look for you want to help improve the situation for another color. Like, why do you have to be a race trader? Like, why do we have to pick and choose? Like, why do I have to pick being black, and why do a person have to pick being white? Like, the world was not designed for us to be us versus them. Rather be us versus white, us versus Mexicans, Mexican versus the world was not designed to be like that. God put us all here, all different colors of people, just so it can be a little bit of color on the canvas. He didn't put us here to be at each other like we in gangs and stuff. He didn't put us here for that. And then another crazy thing is that I hear the Black Lives Matter, like, it's labeled as a terrorist group or a hate group for people that don't understand it or don't care to understand it. And the part that I don't understand about that is, if you had a bottle in your house, an unlabeled bottle, and you didn't know what was in it, it was something in it, the first thing you would do is you would take that bottle and you would open it up and you would smell it, possibly even taste it if it didn't smell like a cleaning chemical. You know, some of you maybe even pour it out or something, but you would still figure out what it is. My point is, how can you label the Black Lives Matter movement as a hate group or a terrorist group when you didn't even take the time to try to figure out what the group is about? How do you label something? Like I said, you wouldn't do that in your house. You would figure out what it was, and then you would label it. You would label it bleach. You would label it soda. You would label it tea. You wouldn't just look at the bottle and just say, oh, that's poison. You wouldn't do that. So why do you do it in the Black Lives Matter movement? Why do you just label us as a terrorist group, as a hate group? Why don't you Google it? Because you Google everything else. So why not Google that and find out what it's about? Like I said, it was a great turnout. That's all I really got to say about that. There's a lot of meetings coming up. If you want to join the movement, you can join it from a bunch of different perspectives. They got a bunch of different subcommittees. The art committee, canvassing, teaching of the youth. It's just a whole bunch of things that you can get into, and you don't, you know what I'm saying, if you're a scaredy cat or you want to hide or you want to be anonymous, you can go to the groups and there's no cameras allowed. You can go to the groups and just be a part of the background, part of the scenery, you know what I'm saying, part of the backdrop of the thing, and you don't have to be on the forefront if you don't want to. But like I said, Black Lives Matter Cincinnati on Facebook. If you don't want, I'm not promoting or trying to enlist nobody, but at least find out what it's about, and it's not exactly what you think it is. I'm actually post a whole page. They gave me this piece of paper of what it's actually about, and I'm gonna actually post that on my page. But I'm gonna read it out loud too, because I know a lot of y'all don't like to read. All right, peace. I'm out.